Hello everyone, in this video I will guide you in the first step with Soundboard, the Soundboard software. So the first step will be to download the application. You can go on the website soundboard.app that we find here. There is a free version that you can download. You have a different version that you can download. It should detect your version. I will download it. Once it is downloaded, you simply need to unzip. So here I will just copy from my zip and put it in a folder. You put it where you want. And that's it. You can just click on the exe file. It is quite similar on macOS and Linux. When you start on show, there is a small license agreement window. You can agree. There is a small resume of basic things. And the first important question is if you want to have an empty project or a sample project. The sample project is a project with sounds that will be downloaded from freesound.org. I will take that option. And so they are downloading. And now I have a few sounds that I can try to launch. The Soundboard interface is organized with panels, a lot of different panels with different information and controls. We have the favorite bar with your favorite sounds. We have categories. Categories are like tab and you can switch between them. And the main grid will change its content. The main grid is where you will have most of your sounds or image or video. You can click on a sound and it will play. I will put some music maybe. So here I am changing the volume on the master volume control. But when I play a sound, the sound is also in the sound player panel. I will make it a little bit bigger. And so I can control it here. Its volume, its position. I can pause it. I can resume. I can stop it. Or I can also stop it with a fade out. When you start a sound, there can be different actions that you do. Currently, the left click is just starting a sound, while the right click is crossfading a sound. What it means that if I play multiple sounds with my left click, all the sounds are added together. Now if I do a right click, it does a crossfade. The playing sounds do a fade out and the new sound do a fade in. Another interesting thing to know when playing a new sound is that you can control the volume at which the specific sounds will play. So if I want it to start low to increase progressively myself the sounds, I can do it. So now it starts at 0. And I can increase the volume. And so you can mix the sounds. To create some ambience. To configure the sound output, I can go to Option, Devices, and there I have options to configure my audio output. I can select a driver. So here I have all my audio interface. I have quite a lot. I can put a name if I want. And it allows me to configure multiple outputs. And I can switch between them. So for example, here I'm on my mixer that allows me to correctly record this video. But I can also click to switch just to my headset and to launch a sound on a different output. If you don't hear sounds, maybe you just need to change the driver here and select the correct audio device. There are a few more options, but we won't go into that currently. So now we have seen how to play sounds, how to create a project. We have created a sample project. We could create other projects. For example, here I can go new, create an empty project, and it will ask me where I want to put it. The first time it created on the app data folder. it doesn't ask the question. So that's where it lies at first, but you can put wherever you want. So you can have multiple projects with different configuration of sounds if you want. Here are all the options to edit your project. I can name my project. I will call it demo. We'll now see how to edit sounds, because we've seen how to play, but we don't know yet how to configure. In Soundboard, there is an important button here on the top right of the interface, which is Edit. It allows to switch to the edit mode. And now I'm in edit mode. We can see that there is top bars now on button that allows me to do some things. For example, I can click on the arrow and I can move my items how I want. I can duplicate an item. I can delete an item, yes, or I can edit it. If I want to edit it, I've now a pop-up window with a lot of parameters that allows me to modify a lot of things. I can change the title I want to see. Here it's the file that will be played, the URL from which it's downloaded, the category, so it's the tab. I can change the position. I can put a description. The description is something that is shown if you hover your mouse on the button. Can put tags, won't go on everything, but so it's here that you will configure your interface. I can change the color of the button. I can put whatever color I want. There are options that are restricted to the paid version. For example, the icons, I can't put icon in the free version. I can set a starting volume to be forced. So yeah, I can set a start time, a stop time. I can configure some looping mechanism. I won't go into details here, some fades. So yeah, lots of possibilities. One important thing after having done some modification is to go in project on the top left of the interface and save your project to not lose your change. If you had done changes on your project and you try to leave, it will ask you if you want to save, or here I will cancel. Yeah, now that we have seen how to edit sounds, what we would like probably is to add some sounds. So the easier way to add some sounds, it is simply to drag and drop sounds from your file explorer. So for example, if I have a sound here, I can just drop it on my interface and it will be added at the position where I dropped it. And I can play it and configure it. I can select multiple sounds and drop them, and it will work. I can also add directly a folder. If I add a folder, it will be added as a new tab. So now I have all the sounds of my folders that are present in the tab. If you don't have the possibility to use drag and drop, you can just use the plus button when in edit mode. So I will press, it will ask what kind of items I want. So you see that there are a lot more items than just sounds that can be added. I will select sound and then I can select a sound and it will be added to the grid. Okay, other things is that there is a lot of keyboard binding possible. You can see some characters on the button. So if I press them on my keyboard, it will start the sounds. To configure yourself the buttons, you can go in Options, Keyboard, and here you have a lot of interesting shortcuts that could make things easier. For example, there is a low volume mode if you press the spacebar. So if I put some music, so I have some music. If I press the spacebar and let it and hold it, it will be at a lower volume and I can release. There are also other shortcuts like pressing backspace to fade out all sounds. Now we will just go through all the panels. So we have the clock in the top right. We have some timers here that can be used in your show or in your streams to know where you are. You can put a duration, for example, if I want a countdown of half an hour, I can just put it there. So it can be useful. I have my master volume. I have some possibilities with microphone. I have the display manager because we can show video and image. I want to show them in this video. We have some audio settings to put pitch, echo, to do sound effects. Here we already saw it, but we have some parameters to the new sounds. If you want that the next sound starts on the left, for example, it's the pan option. We have the audio output. Here we have our project name, we have a visualizer, our actions, the controls, the player. On the bottom left, we have the playlist. It simply allows to play the sounds in order. We have also a panel instructions, which is the instruction system that is similar to what we have in Q software, like QLab. It allows you to have some complex logic. Interesting. Notes that allows you to simply write some text on the fly. We have a panel history with the sounds that we have played, and there is a voice that allows you to use text-to-speech from your operating system. So here we have some special categories. There is the quick play. Quick play is just a small pocket, a place where we can put sounds. If we press with the middle button on the wheel, we can add sounds to this little pocket that we can keep. I will remove it. There is the search. It allows you to search through all the categories in Soundshow if you want to. But there is also the search on freesound.org to add sounds that you don't have. If I go explosion, we can see that on freesound there are a lot of explosions, so I can download it by clicking and then playing it. There is also help category, and here we have a few links to useful resources. So yeah, that was it. I hope this will help you in your first step in Soundshow. There are a lot more to discover, of course, and see you soon for other videos about Soundshow.